Finally got one?
Huh?
Finally got one?
Got one what?
Got it open.
No, they just keeps yanking this little strand out.
You on the right end?
There we go.
That went. Going old trap up, get it ready. Had trouble, we got some hogs coming in here and the gate ain't dropping. I think I'm gonna go get a new battery and bring back and put on it. I think that's part of our issue, and then get us a good hot battery, and then I don't know. We'll see what happens after that. It'll be a nasty night. Real nasty.
Well, most folks got better sense.
So most folks got better sense than going and killing hogs in a hog trap in a monsoon. But I don't know when else we would do it. And it looks like our hog trap is probably gonna get flooded by Saturday. So probably gonna be about 5 foot deep down there by the weekend.
Get the control box. Here you go.
Well, that got deeper than I thought it was going to get.
One, two. Got a mess of them.
Look at there, we got out of there with them. It's 8 of them, sow and 7 little ones. We're gonna gut them and hang them in the cooler tonight. Well, we're gonna make some sausage. Gonna make some jalapeno cheddar smoked sausage. Show y'all, it's gonna be pretty close to how we do the other sausage. We're still using our smoked sausage seasoning, the Legs AC Incorporated smoked sausage seasoning right there. That packet's good for 25 pounds. We're gonna make 25 pounds. I've got about 21 pounds of the cut up pork off of that sow. We added about 4 pounds of domestic fat to that. So the curing salt, just for those that don't know, the curing salt, like some people wonder where you can find this stuff. A lot of your grocery stores sell it. Some of them don't. We actually got this at Academy. Fiesta brand. Sounds familiar because we use a lot of Fiesta brand stuff. It's reasonably priced and it's pretty good stuff. We got crushed red pepper, got a little sage, add a little kick with the red pepper and sage. Got kosher salt. We always keep that in case we need to add a little bit of salt to it. We have I bought 5 pounds of, this is high temp cheddar. We're gonna use 2.5 pounds, 1 pound for every 10 pounds of meat. So 2.5 pounds of the high temp cheddar. It's gonna go in there. And you can see I got some scales here. This is what we weigh a lot of our meat and stuff on. We're at 2.5 right there. We're gonna add, these are already diced jalapenos. I poured the juice out of them. We're gonna add about 1 pound of jalapenos to this sausage for 25 pounds of sausage. So I'm gonna dump all that in there and just kind of see where we're at on our scale there. Get all that good stuff out of there. And that's about right. That's about half time. This is a 12-ounce jar. Time we poured the water out, ended up about half a pound of jalapenos. You can add or take away however you want on that as far as the heat. You may not want it quite as hot. Some people want it spicier. Danielle's looking at me like she wants it spicier, but that's okay. So you can see right there, there's our high temp cheddar. Comes already cut up. You can also, I found this at the local grocery store. Sausage manufacturers, like processing plants, you might can get it from them. You can also order it online from some of the butcher supply places like Williams, Seasonings, and places like that. Some of those I think sell that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add all of our seasonings to the meat. We're gonna grind it up, and may grind it twice, and then before we stuff it, we'll add this. I'm not gonna run this through the grinder at all. That way we get the little bit of the texture of the cheese and the jalapenos in the sausage. So just wanted to show y'all a little, this is the LEM scales. I don't know, they're $15 or $20, maybe Academy or something. And I use those a lot. The cheese we had left over, we will actually vacuum seal this and freeze it. And it'll be fine for next time we get ready to make cheddar, jalapeno cheddar sausage. The cure salt. Told y'all before, we use hot water to mix it up to make sure it's dissolved good. And I'll add a little bit of cold water. We're gonna end up with more water in our sausage anyways before we stuff it. We'll add the seasoning, the salt and everything. And although this says it's good for 25 pounds of sausage, what we found is we like to use about 1.5 of these packs. So depending on how spicy you want it or whatever, we've got about half a pack here saved that I'm gonna actually add to that seasoning. And that's how much we're gonna add for 25 pounds. I'll show y'all as we mix it up. All right, we got our 25 pounds of meat in there. Gonna be good. We'll add just a little bit of extra seasoning, but we're gonna have to be careful on this too because of the jalapenos. You know, it might make it a little extra spicy, so, but I think it'll be fine right there. Cure salt, that is 5 teaspoons, 5 teaspoons on the cure salt. One thing I wanna add on the cure salt, the cure salt don't work instantly. So what we'll do a lot of times, and I haven't ever covered this, or I realized I didn't add this in the videos, is we'll stuff our sausage. We'll mix it up, grind it, stuff our sausage, and ice that down. We'll put ice in an ice chest, pull the plug on it, so there's just a layer of ice in that ice chest, and lay that sausage on top of it. If your icebox refrigerator was big enough, you could lay it on your racks in your refrigerator and let that sausage sit for 8 to 12 hours to let this cure salt dissolve in good, mix in the meat, and go to working. It's a process. I don't want to get too deep into it, that the cure salt takes some time to go to working. So it's a good idea to kind of age that link sausage after you stuff it before you ever smoke it, before you cook it. So, and smoking it, the way we smoke it is partially cooking it. So we're gonna mix this sausage up. We're gonna put it in the ice chest, let it sit. We're actually gonna smoke it tomorrow. I added just a little bit of red pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit of sage. This is only 25 pounds, so I don't wanna get too carried away. Also got a little bit of kosher salt going in there. Like I said, it's only 25 pounds, it's not a ton, so I'm not getting carried away with it. We're gonna mix this up and grind it. Ready to go in the grinder. We're running through the grinder twice. Like I said, it's about 25 pounds of meat. So we're going to add our jalapenos and cheddar. And then we can taste test it. We'll know if we need to add anything. So, like I said, that's just store-bought, diced, and the high temp cheddar. Get all that goodness out of there. Ain't no easy way to mix it. Just got to get in there and get it. All right, we're gonna go to adding some water. We're gonna start off with 2 cups, and we'll keep up with how much this time. It's gonna take a good bit more than that, but we'll keep up with how many cups for 25 pounds. That's 4 cups right there of cold water. You don't want to add nothing hot to your meat. That's about where I want it. So about 6 cups for every 25 pounds of meat. Probably a good starting point on your water. I say let's fry up a patty. Now I did have a question or comment on frying these patties up because ain't that cure salt poisonous? Well, it's poisonous in big quantities. It is, but we're taking just a little bit and frying it up. It ain't never hurt me. Maybe what's wrong with it, but all right, we're getting it stuffed. You can see them chunks of cheddar cheese and green jalapenos in there. Looking good. Wrapping it up, got the last 2 coming out of sausage. We'll end up about 30 pounds of jalapeno cheddar to go in the smokehouse tomorrow.
Look at all that cheese and jalapenos.
All right, we're about to go in the smokehouse, check this sausage out. Oh yeah. Look at there, look at there. Homemade smoked sausage, jalapeno cheddar. Smoked in hickory and applewood. All right, we got our jalapeno cheddar sausage here. About 30 pounds of it. Gonna cut it up, put it in a vacuum seal bag. I think we'll put a little bit in the oven and try it out. Show y'all how I do this. I have a mark right here on this board, and we always, when we're putting our sausage up, we cut it right there on that mark. And man, look at there. You can see the high temp cheddar. You can see the bits of jalapeno in there. I think that's gonna be some really good stuff right there. We got our 2 pieces of sausage out of the oven. Let it cool down a minute. We'll slice it up, show y'all what it looks like, what you can expect. We're gonna give her a taste test. Look at that. With a high temp cheddar. You can see the jalapenos and cheese in there. Look at this. Check it out. Look at the juice in there. Well, it's perfect. That might just be the best sausage I've ever made. That's as good as it gets right there. Tell y'all what, y'all gotta try this one. If you ever make any sausage, try this one. That's gonna be it for this one. God's Country Hunting Fishing, keeping it real.